New benchmark results are out, and they say something Anthropic didn't lead with when they launched Opus 5 at half price. On the test that actually matters for coding agents, Opus 5 doesn't just come close to Fable 5, their actual flagship. It beats it, and it beats GPT 5.6 Sol too. Here's why this matters if you're choosing a model for an agentic coding workflow. Raw benchmark percentages are easy to skim past, but this one specific test measures the exact thing you care about, whether a model can complete a real software engineering task start to finish, not just answer a question about code. Here's the actual numbers, and where this result does and doesn't hold up. The test is called Frontier Bench version 0.1. It scores agentic coding specifically, a model working through a multi-step engineering task the way an autonomous coding agent actually would, not a single prompt and answer, and it's measured as the straight percentage of tasks passed end to end. The scores: Opus 5 hit 43.3%. Fable 5, the model Anthropic itself has positioned as the higher tier, scored 33.7%. GPT 5.6 Sol came in at 34.4%. Opus 5 didn't tie with the flagship model. It outright beat it, and beat OpenAI's Model 2 while costing half of what Fable 5 costs per token. For scale on how big a jump this actually is, Opus 4.8, the model Opus 5 replaced, scored 18.7% on the same test. Opus 5 more than doubled that. If you want the next benchmark breakdown the moment real numbers land instead of just launch marketing, subscribing is what actually puts it in your feed. Worth being precise about scope here, because Opus 5 does not win everywhere. On ARC-AGI-3, a benchmark built around genuinely novel puzzle solving rather than coding specifically, Opus 5 scored 30.2% against GPT 5.6 Sol's 7.8%. A real and much larger gap. But this is testing different reasoning than what most day-to-day coding work touches. And on GDPval, a broader knowledge work benchmark scored using ELO-style ratings, Opus 5 leads too, 1861 against Fable 5's 1747 and GPT 5.6 Sol's 1736. So the pattern holds across more than one test, but leads on benchmarks and always the right choice for your specific task are still two different claims. So here's what to actually do with this. If you defaulted to Fable 5, assuming higher price meant higher ceiling on coding tasks specifically, that assumption just lost its benchmark support, not just its price justification. Run your own real workload against both before switching anything in production. But go in expecting Opus 5 to hold up, not just be the cheaper option you're